meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam, that's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, dishes, baths, blah, blah. Dr. Drew playing a little paintball today with the kiddies.
Can you imagine that?
Sort of.
Should I have called you?
No, I had to work.
Yeah, but I mean, would you have come if you weren't working?
Yeah, oh yeah. I would have come if I wasn't working.
It's pretty cool. It's amazing to watch males down to the age of 11 turn into commandos in like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
An authority structure develops, a whole behavior system, a team.
And adrenaline's pumping, right?
Big time.
I
What
told
happened?
you. My eye.
Yeah.
I had ingrown hair in my day. I tried to pick it out with a needle about...
that can get kind of serious.
It got a little infected or something. I don't know what's wrong with it.
That goes right back to the brain.
Boom. That's all right.
Hot towels on there, right?
Hot towels?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And if tomorrow you wake up with a big one, it's got to be on antibiotics.
No, I
possibly IV.
No, I'll tell you how I sterilize stuff. I do that thing where I take the bottle of rubbing alcohol and I actually just bend my head down and put the opening on whatever area is, and I just lean back and just slosh it on there and then lean forward and it drips back in. That's how I do it.
This is the one time
That's how a pirate does it.
Your genius may have done you in.
Well, I don't know what to do. I had I had an ingrown hair that was like right about, I'll do it on the other side. It was in my eyebrow.
Yeah.
It was the bottom of my eyebrow, and it was like ingrown. And it felt like a little hard pee under there for 2 weeks, you know? And now here's the thing about an ingrown hair. It's not like a zit. It's there until you get that hair out of there. And it keeps growing. It's crazy. It's like the picture
How do you know it
of Dorian Gray.
Isn't a cyst?
I don't know. Look, because it was right off the brow. It was right where the hair
typical place.
thing
See,
was.
this thing that's a cyst. I've
had that one there my whole life.
Yeah, right. I didn't either until I did.
Here's the point. At a certain point, you got to go after it. Enough is enough.
Yeah.
So I go for my piercing. Yeah. You know, I take my my lance and I lance it. But I wasn't hitting pay dirt this time, and I think I irritated the thing, and then it got swollen, and I start wrenching on it, and it says there's like a little hair or something in there.
Even smoking crack, even at speed. Speed makes you pick at things, think they're hairs.
I'll tell you what makes you pick at stuff when it's sitting there for goddamn 2 weeks, not doing anything. It's not inflamed. It's just like a little. Hey, you got one.
That's not an ingrown hair.
You got ingrown hair.
That's not ingrown hair.
Hey, Chris, you see Drew's ingrown hair? It's right where my ingrown hair is.
That's what I'm showing you. That's why I'm showing it to you. These where cysts develop really commonly.
You got a cyst, brother.
I do, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you better watch that.
They're hard to take out. They leave scars. You just leave them alone.
Don't take a needle to it.
No kidding. I'm staring at that pus pocket around your eyeball tonight. I won't be thinking about doing anything tomorrow.
Oh, it hurts. Oh, it's
so dangerous.
Why is it dangerous?
Because it goes right into your central nervous system.
Yeah, everything's dangerous with you. All right, Mr. Danger. Playing paintball. What is that? That's good for your health?
No, it's good times.
You take one of those cow markers right in the tonsils when you're yawning. Pow! Goes right to your brain.
No, you have tons of gear on. Tons.
Yeah, what are you wearing? Drew, so how many hours of paintball did you get into?
4 hours.
4 hours?
Yeah. Diving, rolling and stuff.
You're exhausted, right?
Yeah. You have no idea when you're in it.
I told you.
You have no idea.
Adrenaline kicks in. You're all you can think about is not getting shot.
That's all. Oh, and or shooting somebody else. So there's a simultaneous thing that's extra intense.
Did you have a good gun? You have the hopper up there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're firing, squeezing them off?
Yeah. I mean, it's so many different games. I don't know where to start.
But you're cheap, so it...
No, we kept buying more and more and more. Oh, yeah.
All right.
It's very expensive.
It's true. I could see it like a nickel a trigger. You'd be going like 5, 10, 20, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. We're at $1. We're at $1. Oh, we're fast approaching $5. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're just hearing like a cash register sound during the gunfight, right?
It was a lot of fun though. Really, you build teams, you get to know people. I swear to God, if I were going to form a business team,
that's how you do it.
That's how I would do it.
You pick those guys.
No. I would take that group to paintball, and in an hour you'd have a team.
Yeah,
you would know more about each other than you'd know from 18 hours of sitting there talking.
Instead of doing like one of these motivational weekends, you'd get some paintball.
You should those man show guys and stuff you should have just taken more paintball. That's it.
Man show was paintball.
You would have known everybody, everything. You immediately know everybody's strengths and weaknesses, but they can and can't do. You know who the authority structure is, and it functions as a unit.
All right, that's true.
Fun,
hooked on paintball. He'll never do it again.
Never
by the
do it
way,
again.
But hooked on it.
But I had a good
it's
time.
a way of life. But he'll never do it again.
I was telling Adam, there's three kinds of guys there. It's like 500 guys. It's a huge. These paintball lands. I mean, it's unbelievable. Hundreds of guys look like Marines.
Mm-hmm.
A quarter of the guys look like the comic book store owner from The Simpsons.
It's a weird thing that the nerds are into, which is combat.
Yeah,
it seems to be more.
Got to be big though.
Medieval type of. Yeah, these are guys,
and they carry the most outrageous weapons.
Oh yeah. It goes into their toys. Yeah. And these guys are long past the days of trying to stay in shape and get laid and six-pack abs.
No.
They just wear their hair in ponytails like a bizarre facial hair. They live at their mom's house.
280 minimum.
280. They call the guys 280 Pee-wee.
Yeah.
In the group because they run about 370.
Tiny. Just call them
That's
tiny.
right.
And then the other 25% are all Be Real from Cypress Hill.
Really?
All the rest of the guys are that.
Just Heshers looking to burn a little THC.
Absolutely. And it's funny, you watch the video.
Sort of life's a video. It's like a real-life video game that they're in.
Yeah.
And they get baked before they do it,
Well, they show you a video beforehand, like, no drugs or alcohol allowed. Drugs and alcohol, enjoy them afterwards. Enjoy your drugs afterwards. But no, we'll put you in jail if we find them on the park.
Yeah, so these guys are getting baked, and when you get baked, well, here's the thing. It's like when you get baked and you get one of those, like, car simulator, race car things and stuff, you're not in a simulator. You're on the track. Yeah. And I imagine you get baked and you go have a paintball skirmish. You're a NAM.
As one of my sons said, he's talking to his sister. He goes, Paulina, imagine it's the Revolutionary War, except you're there. You're in it. It's like
Revolutionary War. Yeah, except for your musket fires 100 rounds a minute instead of taking 20 minutes. That whole loading that musket.
Imagine that.
Disaster. Yeah. All right, should we get to the phones?
Let's do it.
I want to give everyone a heads up, which is I'm hosting this Comedy Central 2-hour birthday bar mitzvah bash or something. It's on Comedy Central tonight, but I don't know when it's on. Danielle?
Yep.
You're 17?
Yep.
What's up?
Well, I was with this guy for 3 years, and we had broken up about 6 months ago. And after we had broken up, we started fooling around again.
Mm-hmm.
So
wait, say that again. You're with the guy how long?
3 years.
And you broke up how long ago?
6 months ago.
How old is he?
20.
All right. That's what I figured.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Just imagine, Danielle, imagine for a second. When you started dating him, he was your age, and you were 14.
Yep.
How'd you like to date a 14-year-old now?
Oh, I would be so awkward.
How about How about one of your peers dating a 14-year-old?
I probably wouldn't be okay with it.
All right. That's who this guy is.
Yeah.
It's not that you're so special.
It's 3 years, though. I mean, it's not 11 years.
But it was a 14-year-old. That's the point.
Right. It's a little weird.
A lot weird. Just think about that when you're thinking about staying away from this guy.
I'll tell you what makes. What'd you do? Punch my mic now? I'll tell you what makes it weird is if you're all in the same schools. Like I said, this is the problem with this 9th grade through senior BS. If you're a 9th grader in your school and you're a senior, that's about the age difference we're talking about, and they go to the same classes you do.
I understand it happens, but I just want to put it in perspective a little bit.
How are you supposed to tell high schoolers not to date high schoolers? Do you know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but freshmen look like freshmen when you're seniors.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, think about it, Danielle. You want to date some freshmen? Go ahead.
I'm just saying, back in my day, we went 7th, 8th, 9th, and then we went to high school. Yeah. I don't think it's, and no one ever brings this up, but I don't think it's the world's greatest plan to put 14-year-old chicks in with 17, 18-year-old dudes who idolize these guys.
Right, that's right.
Right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right.
So, Danielle, so you're back with him again?
Well, kind of. He has a girlfriend right now.
Yeah.
So we're kind of trying to hide it and whatever, but
hide what? Hide
our relationship.
Their love.
Oh, you're back. You're not in a relationship because he has a girlfriend.
Well, yeah.
So he's just exploiting you the way he used to when you were underage. Just a new kind of exploitation, Danielle. Now you're just the other woman.
Which sucks, and I hate it.
Yeah, well, this guy's an asshole.
So just break up. Oh,
Yes,
he's a great
he
guy.
is.
Oh, just
He
take
may not
your
seem
lumps.
like it, but he is.
Oh, don't listen to Drew. Look, who cares? Don't get pregnant because that will
Danielle's
really be
not that one. She's not the one
that'll
who's
be
gonna
the
get pregnant.
legacy this guy leaves behind. Well, she's under this guy's spell.
Yeah. I am.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
the,
why?
and the less he pays attention to you, the more he screws you over.
No,
the more
why do you have to
attractive
be
he is.
exploited? That's the relationship you must have is the exploitation. Why?
I have no idea. Love, I guess. I don't know.
No,
Love.
no,
It's
please.
not.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Where's your dad?
Here? I don't know.
Here?
Yeah, he's asleep.
All right. Is he good? You love him?
No.
What's the matter?
There
Why
we
not?
go.
Well, I know he's an alcoholic and he treats them.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh,
Danielle. Speaking of treating people like S, that's basically what you've reproduced here.
Yeah. He also
Arena.
dropped the S-bomb.
That's what I'm saying.
Look.
So anyway,
yeah.
so there you go. There's your model for how men and women relate, and you're hell bent on recreating that in your own love life. That's good times.
Yeah, it's great. Okay.
Well,
There you
stop
go,
it,
Daddy.
Stop it.
I don't know if you can stop it. How about she goes to Alateen?
Yeah, that would certainly be very helpful.
Look. Okay, so Danielle, you called us. You want to know our opinion. We told it to you, and then we're giving you some advice, which is go to an Alateen meeting.
You know,
Or just ignore it all and get on with your miserable life. But let me just tell you something, everybody. Okay, let me impart some wisdom in all you retards out there. 16, 17, 18, these are the launching pad numbers. You will get sent in a trajectory that you may take to the grave. I swear to Christ, you idiots.
You will, and you're either
no,
going to hit your orbit
no.
or you're going to end up in the Pacific Ocean. That's it.
No, it's not you will. Most of my friends got going in a stupid direction. It took them about 20 years to straighten it out. Okay,
But there's still
a crappy 20 years.
Their orbit
In
is
between-
different orbit than it would have been had they hit the orbit if they'd set the right trajectory at 16, 17.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
you're saying to the grave. You're saying forever.
The trajectory you choose at that age will affect you to your grave. I will stand by that.
All right. Well, that's just you're hiding behind a technicality.
Right.
Look. I had a crappy trajectory. I'm fine. Okay. Shut up. How dare you? I could buy and sell you. And sell you. How about I just buy you? That's enough, right?
I think so.
No ass you could sell.
Yeah.
I could buy that car and sell it. Yeah,
If I
I know.
wanted to.
Yeah, you got the pink slip. That's how it works. Do it the next day if you want. Look, yes, Drew is right that most people, once they take that crappy trajectory, they take it to the grave.
In some respect, the orbit just is different than if they hit the orbit they should be aiming for.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not agreeing with you
All right.
again. What I'm saying is it just. Would you just agree with me?
I agree with
Most people are gonna. They'll take it to the grave.
Right.
Handful of people can change and have fruitful lives. Yes, they'll have memories and experiences, and might have some scars, but they can straighten their lives out. Here's the deal. Why F around at 16, 17, 18? Why do that? Why get in these horrible patterns? Why pick up heroin? Why experiment with this stuff? Why have the unprotected sex where you get knocked up and get the kid at 18? Why go down that path? Because the whole thing about that path too is you gather momentum.
I'm preparing for this next book. I'm hoping to write.
No,
but listen to me for a second.
Barely done with the last one.
I know, and coming out in paperback in the fall, by the way. And I've been reading a lot of philosophy and myth and stuff like that. I'm realizing that people, the way they got people to sort of come around in the old days was with myth.
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't, here's what'll happen.
Right.
If we're trying to talk to you rationally. Maybe if we could tell stories, Adam, just mythological stories about Zeus or Imhotep or something. Maybe then they'd listen to us.
All right, I gotta. Look, I grew up in a place, and once in a while I sit down with my friends and talk about all our some buddies and some just guys we knew. A lot of them are dead. I really had this conversation recently. Some AIDS, a lot of like motorcycle accidents, whatever, drug overdoses.
I bet all addict alcoholics.
Most.
Pretty
Well,
much.
Drew, you could, you could talk the Pope into thinking he had a problem with heroin. Not by our standards, but certainly by your weak standards. Yes. The point is it's not everyone makes it to 30, and you start, you log enough miles on a motorcycle loaded, you're probably not gonna do
But
it.
by the way, think about this. Of all the young people you know that died, although they died, some of them died of AIDS, none of them died of random medical diseases.
No.
They all died of things directly related to their mental health.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Well, things they brought on themselves.
Because of behaviors.
That's right. All right, everybody. Kevin,
Yeah.
you're 16?
Yeah, I am.
What's up?
Yeah, I've noticed within the last couple of months I've developed sort of man boobs, and I don't know how I got them, and I want to know how I can get rid of them.
Both sides equal?
Yeah, not far enough apart that I can tell.
Adam, translate that one for me.
He can't tell because they're like 8 inches apart, so he can't do a
I
side-by-side
see.
taste test
I
on
see.
his
Can't do
boobs.
water displacement simultaneously.
Right.
Kevin, 16's a little old to be getting this sort of naturally. It's something that happens around 13, 14 when the adrenal glands produce some estrogen just as your testosterone's kind of coming on board. The way to get that sustained until 16 is smoking a lot of pot.
Yeah, I've
So is
been
that
doing
you?
that since I was like 13.
Well, there you go. So now here's how you get rid of them. Stop
All right.
smoking pot. Stop smoking pot.
Yeah.
And they'll
That's
just
it.
go away?
No.
They will. Yes, they generally will.
You got a genetic predisposition for the man boob.
And they
let's
will
face it.
generally go away at this age if you stop smoking
All right,
pot.
stop smoking pot.
Okay.
And call us back in 6 months
When
when
the-
you haven't smoked pot for 6 months,
Yeah.
and then we'll work on Plan B as far as getting rid of those man boobs.
All righty.
That's where you listen to the Ace Man.
Okay.
But look, quit smoking the weed anyway.
Okay.
And if you can't stop, you got to look into treatment because it's.
I can
it's-
stop.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, there, buddy.
Enjoy, Kevin.
Thank you, my man.
All right. Poor guys with the man boobs. You know, when you see the dudes with the man boobs that are fat, in a way, it's better because it's like, well, yeah, it looks like a fat guy with his shirt off.
Mm-hmm.
Once in a while, you get the 150-pound guy with the man boobs. That is a bad hand that is dealt. Yeah.
Pot's a great way to get that. Are you saying pot doesn't do that?
Yeah. No, here's what I'm saying.
We see that all the time.
No, we don't.
I see that all the time.
Here's what you see. If you got a genetic predisposition to something, maybe the pot's not gonna help your
That's
cause.
13, 14-year-old. You 16, 17, it's the pot.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. What do you think it doesn't do? Is that estrogen levels go crazy high, their testosterone drops?
Every guy I grew up with, 3/4 of them smoked a ton of weed. No one had the man boobs. Never saw it. Never saw it. Never saw it on anybody. And these guys smoked weed nonstop. So where's the man
Yeah, but you
boobs?
had guys that had crazy testosterone levels and stuff, right? And
Not all of them.
Donnie didn't have man boobs?
How dare you bring his name up? No. God knows I checked. All right. Let's do it Germany or Florida. Drew, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Well, I'm telling you, I see a lot of it. And I mean, you're right. It's not everybody that gets it. That's true.
Shannon,
Yeah.
you're 20?
Yep.
What's up?
Okay, first of all, I want to say, Dr. Drew, I think you're, like, amazing and you're my role model.
Thanks,
I'm
Shannon.
in nursing school right now, and I want to go into chemical dependency when I graduate.
Please read my book, Cracked. I'm
I
serious.
have, and it was very good.
It really helps you as a caretaker understand about boundaries. That's sort of the idea, the metaphor of the book is that. So
Yeah, actually reading that book made me go towards chemical dependency
Wow, that's
instead of
cool.
psych. So,
thank you.
yeah. And I have a Germany or Florida.
All right.
A mother and her
Germany or Florida.
A mother
wants
and her
that?
boyfriend
Thank-
tried to auction off the woman's 8-year-old daughter on eBay. They posted her picture and an item description that said you can play with her. The starting bid was $1.19. There were 3 bids before police were able to get the auction off the internet, and the highest bid was $30.35.
Wow. I kind of heard something about this.
I kind of did too, but I don't know where it was from.
I think it was a U.S. thing.
Feels very Floridian.
Yeah.
Shannon. You a big gal?
Not really.
Where do you go?
Okay, well, we've been through this before, and you called me fat last time, so.
Give it to me. I just hear it. I can hear it in voice. Where are you going?
Huh?
What's your weight? What are you smoking?
Yeah.
What do you weigh?
I'm 5'11", and I weigh about 170.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5'11". Yeah. Here's all I mean. I went at first I heard her voice. Here's what I do. Here's how I work it.
You have a score?
Yeah, I heard. If I start everyone at 135, then I heard her voice. She went up to 150.
What was it about her voice?
and it's just a full voice. Then it's a husky voice. Then she said, fan of Dr. Drew. I put her at 155. Then she said, read the book, 160. Then she said, nursing student. I put her up to 175. And then Germany or Florida.
So you overshot.
Well, if I had a scale, I think I'd be right. But the Germany or Florida cranked on a few. Shannon?
Yeah.
All right. Now, we're going to make a guess.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to say Florida.
I'll guess the same.
It's Germany.
Oh, 0-1 to start the new week. That's brutal, Shannon.
Yeah.
All right, baby doll. We're going to send you out a windbreaker.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, sweetie P. Thanks for calling.
Okay,
Shannon.
thanks.
All right, good luck. Keep reading them Dr. Drew books, everybody. See, boyfriend is herpes. Should wear a condom during oral. Boyfriend, herpes. Wait a minute. Is this
Female.
a dude?
Female.
Oh, it's Casey's the female.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what that F is for.
Yeah.
Casey,
Yeah?
what's happening, baby doll?
It's not really that, actually. I think I have, like, a problem being attracted to older men.
What does the herpes question have to do with anything?
Well, because he's an older man. He's not actually 16, 23.
He's
No.
23 with herpes.
He gets more and more
yeah.
attractive by the minute, this guy.
Is he on heroin? That would just put him over the
Yeah,
top.
still living at home, driving
what?
a donkey.
Playing paintball.
Plays paintball. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Well, he's 23 and you're 15.
Mm-hmm.
Is he your boyfriend or what is he?
No.
Well, how do you know he likes you?
Kind of because we kind of fooled around a little bit.
Who is he? Do you work with him?
No.
Where'd you meet him?
What?
Where did you meet him?
Okay, I'm done with Casey. She's distracted or whatever.
All right.
I don't want
the
to talk
fact
to
is
her.
this is a catastrophe. 15-year-old to 23-year-old.
You said, where'd you meet him? My hand immediately just went for that because you're never going to get them all. You're just going to get what? And that wasn't a what like I didn't hear you what. That's the stupid teenage what we get every night, which is I'm buying time or I'm watching something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Look, he's 23, you're 15. He's a criminal.
Period.
Do not do anything with him.
End of story.
He should have herpes. He should have crabs. He should have AIDS. He should have hepatitis. He should have everything. And you should stay
And
away
he should
from
have
him.
hair where his teeth should fall out and hair should grow in its
and
place.
his head should grow in the ground like an onion. Putting Yiddish curses on this guy. He, let's see. His,
Teeth.
Yes, teeth, yeah. Now, what was I thinking about? I don't know. He should get leprosy. There's what he should get. He should.
It's not good enough. See, with the Yiddish curse, you got to have, he should have this, and not only that, he should have this. He should have this, then that.
All right, yes, his teeth should fall out.
And then hair should grow in its place.
Right. His head should grow in the ground like
With
an
his
onion.
feet up in the air.
All right. We'll take ourselves a little break. When we come back, just had a botched plastic surgery on his man boobs.
It's man boobs tonight. Only.
Man boob night. John's 27. That'll be good. All right, after this.
Dude, you got issues.
Call LoveLine.
1-800-LOVE-191.
Every hour, 2 Americans under the age of 25 are infected with HIV. Protect yourself. Call toll-free 1-866-344-KNOW.
Hey, everybody. LoveLine. My man is a good partner over there, Dr. Drew. God damn, this guy cracks me up.
Here we go.
Hopping back on the phones. Who do we got coming up here? Yeah, we got Sharon Osbourne's coming in tomorrow night. She's a funny little lassie. Talk to her about her trials and tribulations. I'll tell you what. Strong woman, Drew. You know, I tell you, I do a lot of kidding on the radio, but it's Sharon Osbourne. Strong lady. Strong lady, Drew. And likes to shop. I tell you what. Passionate woman and a dear friend of the shows.
Yes,
Not
she
only
is.
the shows, but Dr. Drew. So she's coming in tomorrow night. We look forward to that. We hop back on the phone, speak to John over here, 722 after 7. We hop on the phones. We'll speak to John. That's 38 away from the top there. We'll speak to John over here on line 3. John?
Yeah.
27, having a little problem with man boobs.
Well, I'm hoping I can get a good answer from you guys because I had a botched surgery and I seem to not have any luck getting a straight answer from the medical community or the legal community on it.
What's the question?
Well, I have gynecomastia and
any particular reason?
Puberty.
You've got a bad.
So you had it since you were 13.
Bad hand.
Yeah.
Are you overweight?
No.
Okay, so you're just one of those people that had that.
Did you smoke a lot of pot?
No.
Okay.
Shocking.
Were you
shocking?
Okay, keep going.
It's from puberty. Believe me, I've been evaluated.
That's fine.
In going to get this taken care of, I got a couple of consults from other plastic surgeons, and they all said that they would
nice rack.
An excision with liposuction.
Right.
The doctor I ended up going with said he could do it with just liposuction,
right,
and it was a lot cheaper.
Right.
Well, he got in there with the cannula, and he found out he couldn't get out there's like a harder tissue in there underneath the fat.
Right.
And when I healed up, I basically look exactly the same.
Right.
So my thing is, I figure that he should have to, fix it for free. He wants to charge me
no way you'll get that. No way.
Really?
No way.
Well, no. What about the part where? Okay,
there's no guarantees with any medical procedure.
Did you
Probably
paid?
He did guarantee it for me. Basically,
what did he guarantee?
I mean, I said, look, other doctors said that it would take an excision plus liposuction. Are you sure you can do it with just liposuction? He said, absolutely.
He was sure. He was wrong. He was wrong. There are no guarantees. There are no guarantees with any medical procedures. Doctors are often wrong. And that's the nature of being in the medical system, unfortunately. Every time you interact with the physician, you risk harm. Not just not getting what you want, but actually harm.
Yeah, Drew's mostly wrong. Hey, John?
Yeah.
Did you pay him?
Yes.
So you paid him in full?
Yes.
See, I think what you can do is that's the part you can get sort of negotiate sometimes.
Yeah. Now
say, hey, I didn't get what I wanted. If you don't dismiss this fee, I'm going to sue you for I don't know something.
Why did you pay him in full? By the way,
because pretty much every plastic surgeon required everything in advance.
Oh, they pay in full in advance.
I would think if you wanted to go through that, the problem is that as soon as you get an attorney involved, whatever you might sort of recoup from this, essentially all of it will go to the attorney.
Well, I was thinking about doing it myself in small claims.
Well, how much did you pay him?
About $3,000.
About $3,000, and he charged you for the liposuction procedure, even though he never did it, or he did it and then realized it wasn't going to help.
He sucked some fat out, but then there's this harder tissue that can be sucked.
Right. So in his mind is like, look, I charged you for $3,000 to do lipo.
I did it.
I opened you up. I did all the lipo I could do.
It didn't work.
And I closed you back up.
Yeah.
And that's what I charged the $3,000 for.
Right. Didn't have the desired result, but I did what I said I was going to do.
Right. So here's
just like
that's the problem. If he did a lipo, even if it was, I guess, a light lipo.
No, it just didn't have the desired result.
Well, I understand, but maybe he didn't take out as much lipo tissue as he thought he was going to do.
He realized he goofed. As I was coming out of it, he kind of said to me, oh, there was some harder tissue in there. I just couldn't get out through the cannula. So,
and I don't know. Right. That's correct. Hopefully it'll look good.
But the point is...
Thank God he didn't do more. Hurt you.
You paid him for a lipo. He did a lipo.
It didn't work.
He was wrong. It's bad times for you, but yeah, I don't really see a lawsuit. I just unless your dad's an attorney wants to do some pro bono work for his kid, I just can't see it.
So now you got to take the hit then.
Well, what you could do is, depending on what you think of the guy, is go back and go, look, I feel like I didn't get the desired result.
Yeah, would you mind taking this out?
What about the hard tissue? Yeah. Can we talk? What can we do with this?
Right.
I mean, hopefully the guy will have some sympathy.
Yes, and say, can you, for some kind of markedly reduced rate, will you finish this procedure, please? Since you set out to do it, you were wrong, you misled me. I feel, I'm going to talk about you negatively, and I'm not going to feel good about this. If you want to have retain your sort of reputation, I think you'd want to make this right.
Yeah.
That's all.
He's calling from Wyoming.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, you got to come out to L.A. Get Dr. Marcel, get right on that. Oh, yeah. Oh, that laser, that Dr. Marcel. Oh.
Yeah, by the way, you got charged for that laser. What'd that do for you?
Jackass. Hey, I should sue Dr. Marcel. Hey, that goddamn... First off, that effing, his office is 7,000 nautical miles from my house.
Yes.
Secondly, he's like, yeah, come by. We got the lady with the laser. Now, here was the plan. You get a neck rash down here like a black man does. You got that curly hair on your neck. It grows different directions. Well, just laser that. It'll fall out. You'll never shave there again. Thus, end of rash. All right. So I hold my ass all the way down there. By the way, laser, painful. On the Adam's apple, painful. I don't think it would be bad if you're getting a tattoo removed from the meaty part of your shoulder, but when it's whacking on your Adam's apple, it hurts.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable. Get that stuff burned away. Then walk around looking like I have sunburn on my neck. By the way, charge me full price. And hair, no, didn't fall out. And then next time, 2 sessions, all I did was get horrible ingrown hairs when the ones that fell out grew back, this time way underneath the skin instead of, already hanging out a little. So
good times.
Yeah, it was a couple $100, a lot of driving, a burnt neck, quite a bit of pain. And the end result was huge ingrown hairs all over my neck as this disaster started to grow back. And Drew, as you can see, the laser.
Yeah, there's nothing there except a huge beard. Oh, my God.
What's going on with these lasers? And where's my money? And who do I sue? Oh, the laser. BS. Kiss my ass with this laser. I swear to Christ, it didn't do a goddamn thing. Yeah, I could have got the hair off the little lighter fluid. Sure, you burn it off, it goes away. Of course, you burned it. Then it comes back. And there always that. There's that. It's always that shady, murky shade of gray where, sometimes it takes multiple, but not everybody. People with more melanin in their skin. If you got a really, yeah. Where's that Marcel? Where's my money? You know what I do? I ought to get him to pawn one of those, just one pinky ring, just one.
On your behalf.
Just one pinky ring, get my money back for that stupid lady. Not only do I want my money, I want gas money, too. I wasted a whole goddamn day driving over there. Took a whole goddamn day to have this witch from some Baltic Republic. I'm strapped down like a Bond. Like it was like James Bond. She was like a Bond villain going at my neck with this goddamn laser. Nothing. You know what it would have been?
Traumatized.
Here's what it's basically. Here's what it's equivalent. Someone said, look, give me $150, drive your car in a circle around your block for 2 hours, then get out. I'm going to hit you with an oar in the stomach, and then drive in a circle for another 2 hours, and then go back home. That was the procedure.
Trauma.
The oar would have been better, because it would have just been one shot.
Pain and suffering. See it now.
Goddamn waste of the whatever.
Soledad.
Uh-huh.
What's up?
What the hell's wrong with that, Marcel?
What?
What's going on?
Okay. See, last year, my dad got married, or a year and a half ago. He got married to this girl that's 25, or she was 25.
How old is he?
And she's 26 now, and my dad's 46.
All right.
And so we got along until, a month after they, engaged. She had told my dad that she hated me. And I didn't understand it.
She didn't tell him.
And so, ever since then...
Hey.
Yeah?
She didn't tell your dad she hated you.
I was right next to him.
And what were her words exactly? What were her words?
She's like, well, you always give me problems, and that stupid daughter of yours, I hate her. And I'm like, what? I started crying.
She said, I hate her.
Yeah. And then she said that she didn't, mean it. And then I was like, okay, then why did you say it?
All right.
So,
I'm just going off experience because my sister hated my stepmom and would always
say stuff like that.
Yeah, I would hear everything and I was like, are you kidding? I was there. He didn't say that.
Yeah.
Chicks, by the way, have an amazing ability to say he said this or that, and it wasn't said. And they felt. If they feel it, then it's like the person said it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so she apologized.
And then after that, after they got married, we all moved in. And then, she started complaining about me all the time.
What does she complain? What's the problem?
She says that, once she accused me of hitting her daughter.
How old's her daughter?
She was 3, now she's 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't hit a kid. So it was like kind of weird. And my dad believed her.
Uh-huh.
So it was like...
Well, what'd your dad do to you if he believed her? I mean, if he really believed you hit a 3-year-old, what'd he do to you?
Well,
Nothing.
Like, I don't know. I grew up in a home to where I got hit a lot.
Oh, really?
Did he hit you?
Yeah.
He hit you because he thought you hit the 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
And he, like, believes everything that she says. So it's like I get in trouble for everything.
Where's your mom?
Yeah.
They're not here.
Where's your mom?
Oh, my real mom?
Yes.
She was in jail. She just got out, like, last week.
All right. What was she in jail for?
For child abuse and also shoplifting, something like that.
Abusing you.
All right.
Huh?
Abusing you.
Yeah.
All right. So that. This is
Bad times.
super white trash behavior.
Yeah.
Unless you guys are Mexicans.
I'm not Mexican.
All right. Because I would have just been,
But I'm not white
middle
either.
class. But what are you?
I'm actually, like, Spanish, which is sort of like Mexican, but it's not.
That's all the same to me. Here's the point. This is your mom's nuts. Your dad's an a-hole. He married someone who's
20
not
years
great.
junior.
Everything's a mess.
Yeah.
Okay, so but what do you do realistically? Here's what you need to do. Please listen to me. I am a genius, I tell you.
Okay.
You need to not do anything involving Dr. Marcel and a laser. This is a huge waste of time.
No boob reduction.
Okay, no. Here's seriously what you got to do. Your dad's an a-hole. Your stepmom's a bitch. I'm sure of it. Even bad people will let you go if you stay off the radar screen, which means don't sass them, don't rebel, don't
wear goth clothing.
Yeah, don't screw with them.
Don't get
I
the
know
piercings and the tattoos.
Your attitude is going to be to yank the chains and flip the switches,
Or to do it on yourself in a way that upsets them just to even be around you.
right. And here's what you need to do. You need to be a good student. You need to do all sorts of extracurricular activities at school. Good. You sound smart. You're only 13, but you do sound smart. Now, you've been through a lot.
You need to get the hell out of there.
If you cannot act out, you can lay low, use your friends, use your school, become very involved with the sports and all the activities and all the before school and after school programs and all that stuff with your friends. Stay out of your stepmom's grill, stay out of your dad's grill, and then go far away to college and be successful.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, you said that, like, to be involved in everything and then to have my friends. And, like, just today, my dad was like, you don't need friends, blah, blah, blah. Oh, because some girls that I was friends with last year egged my house.
All right, so here's the deal. The one thing that will help you get through this. That blows apart Adam's theory completely.
Yeah, you get your house egged by some of your friends. Your dad's going to want you not to hang out with the eggers.
Here is, believe it or not, when people have gone out and studied what gets a Soledad through her life into something productive and successful for her, as opposed to somebody who, as Adam was talking about earlier, sets a trajectory that lands up crashing in the Pacific Ocean. The way Soledad gets through is with a single positive relationship with an adult, preferably your same sex, that you continue to have contact and discussions with from now until you leave home for college. So go out there, try to find somebody, not somebody you're attracted to, not somebody exciting, not somebody you're in love with, just somebody who is stable and around for you and who seems to give a crap about what happens to you, and maintain that relationship from now with an adult, from now until you graduate high school. And that tends to make the difference between kids that make it through and those that fall victim to the history that has been so unfortunate in your case.
All right. Good luck. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
LoveLine.
LoveLine.
We'll be right back.
Drew.
Adam.
Guess how many terrific scents Axe deodorant body spray comes in?
I bet 6.
No, it's more.
8.
No, more.
9.
No, 7.
Oh,
I think I screwed that up. Anyway, 7's enough, right?
7's great.
Yeah.
LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1105 Alternative. San Francisco. Go.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Paintball. Drew played some paintball today, and the adrenaline still coursing through his veins.
Yeah, it was good times.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. People need a little of that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I told you get going.
I know. It's when the opportunity came around, I thought, Adam said this is good. I'm going.
I think that'll be one of my things. When I'm on my deathbed, I'll think I should have done more stretching,
more paintball,
and I should have played more paintball. Because paintball is great. It's a blast. It's fun. And I got some money. I got some friends.
We should
got some money.
Real.
We should go
play.
The
guy's really into it.
Be real,
right?
Yeah.
He's way into it. He plays in teams and competitions and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We'll call it Be Real. Don't want to go paintballing. Jim?
He asked us last time he was up here.
I know, but it's so ambitious,
Like I said, on your deathbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim?
Yeah?
You're 20?
Yep.
What's your question?
My girlfriend, I think she has more of like a sexual drive when she's off of birth control.
That can happen.
Really?
Yeah, some women, depending on which pill they're taking, and for each woman, it's different. Some women, their sex drive is suppressed by the progesterone. In fact, most often that's the case. Others, it's enhanced by that. Same is true of the estrogens. For some, the estrogen suppresses it. Some, it enhances it. And some are neutral. Each woman is different in how they respond to these hormones. So you have to kind of find how they respond to them and what they can tolerate.
Oh, okay.
And, maybe there's other symptoms, too, that she starts to become aware of when she comes off them. Like maybe she feels more tired or a little more depressed. So it's something to keep an eye on.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk to Amber, who's 23. Amber?
Hi. How are you guys?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. I just wanted to say, Dr. Drew, I love you.
Thank you, Amber.
I think you're one of the sexiest men in America. So.
Oh, my God. Amber. Call back again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ass.
I told her to call back.
Oh, you're an idiot.
We asked her to call back.
Oh, right. Come on.
All right. All right, Amber, let's go. Come on, baby.
I was wondering if you can use olive oil as a lubricant, or if that will upset your natural flora. If that'll, irritate the skin at all.
Yeah.
Well,
first off, if you used anything that said extra virgin on you, it would probably burst into flames when it hits your vagina.
No, Adam, be
Number
serious.
one.
No, with formula drops, they go, and run away.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Who's this? Mama Celeste?
What was
remember I just think I dated myself with a frozen pizza.
Oh, my God.
Do they have Celeste, Mama Celeste? She's not around anymore? Ann says yes. Chris, what the hell? Your mom does all this shopping. What are you talking about?
She does all the home cooking. She's the Italian, right?
Yeah, Mom's Italian. Don't give
It
me
is
that
Mama
voice.
Celeste.
Quiet down over there.
Yeah.
Shut your own mic
Amber,
off.
anything can upset the natural flora in there. You've heard us talk about before. And olive oil is not sort of one of the recommended lubricants. They're water-based, very inert lubricants out
stuff. What's the definition of inert? Nothing.
It doesn't interact chemically with anything.
Yeah, so it's like, I guess, to me, I think, as a layperson, I think of organic. Now, is inert the opposite of organic? And if you took an inert material and just sort of left it out, it would just sort of go away, but there wouldn't be fungus growing on it, right?
No, inert, nothing would happen.
Nothing would happen.
Yeah, zip,
well, that's what I'm saying.
It's inert. It said no inertia, no
Well, that's what I'm
action.
saying.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing. It wouldn't go away, just nothing.
Well, I'm saying eventually
something could happen. Yeah, it could evaporate or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
It wouldn't transform into something else. It wouldn't interact with anything.
Right. Take a piece of bread out, and eventually it starts growing moss and stuff on it.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, Amber, how about you just spring for some nice KY,
yeah.
Right. But the problem is when, we didn't have any in the house, so I was trying to think what we could.
Desperation.
Olive oil would be somewhere near the top of my,
list of maybes.
Yeah, I mean,
list of
you
possibles.
start thinking Vaseline, and then you start thinking,
Why do they need
30 weight.
lubricant that badly? What are they doing? What are you doing that you need lubricant that badly?
Well, it's just we had a strawberry condom, and I sucked off all of the lubricant that was on it, and we didn't want to stop and go to the store pick up some KY in the middle of it. So
Amber's a keeper. Suck the lubricant right off the flavored condom. Still good to go. Out of lube. Let's hit the pantry and see what we can find.
Wow, Amber.
Wow. That's a gamer.
Yeah, I wouldn't be into using the olive oil with the
She's
condom.
what we call a Cracker Jack.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what you call a Cracker Jack. She's good to go. She's like a MacGyver with a vagina. All right. Kimberly?
Yes.
You're 20?
Oh, you guys crack me up. Yes.
What's up?
It's actually for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
Almost a month ago, I went to the bathroom and there was sort of bloody discharge, and so I waited a couple days and I called.
What blood discharge from your vagina?
Yeah.
It wasn't mid-cycle bleeding? It wasn't just...
Actually, I haven't gotten my period since February, so...
How can you tell a bloody discharge from just...
Well, because it wasn't a lot. Like, it was just...
No, listen, Kimberly, that's just bleeding.
Okay.
That's just your cycle.
Where'd your period go?
I have no idea.
You need to get this more thoroughly evaluated.
Okay.
That may have just been a light period. You may not be ovulating. You may have... There's a lot of things to this. This needs to be sort of sorted out.
I did call the doctor, and they're like, don't worry about it. If it gets worse, call us back. But it hasn't gotten...
No, you shouldn't worry about it. It's a very common condition to have irregular... You're having very irregular periods.
Yeah.
That you're having. But you need to know why. And if you, particularly if you had regular periods in the past, you need to figure this out. And it's a pretty simple workup. So go to your doctor to check that out, okay?
Right.
But don't worry.
But good times. Good times.
All
right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. When we come back, we'll come back with more of the show. Yes?
Yeah.
After this.
Okay, so I know there's nothing wrong with me. So what's up?
So I was like you, and I used to think that these Datelines were totally cheesy.
Why can't I meet anybody?
But I tried everything else and thought, what the hell? So I called the Dateline and actually met a cool guy.
I called the Dateline and I hooked up with some cool people.
Believe it or not, other normal people are out there looking too.
877-889-DATE.
1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
Hey, yo. Yeah, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's my buddy over there. Dr. Drew, phone number 1-800-LOVE-19. I'll tell you what, Sharon Osbourne going to be in the hizzy tomorrow night. Look forward to that, Drew. I'll tell you what.
Good times.
Strong lady. Passionate, strong, and passionate lady. Got her hands full over there with those Osbourne kids. And
those are her kids, matter of fact.
Oh, yeah. Got her hands full with her kids over there. And then, of course, her oldest kid, Ozzy Osbourne. I call him that because, you know.
Yeah.
All righty then.
Are you throwing a tantrum?
Yes, good people. All right, hopefully she'll bring one of her lap dogs in. All right, let's hop back to the phones. What do you say there, Dad? All right, buddy. Danny.
Hey,
what's happening? 19 years old.
Yeah, well, before my question, Adam, I was driving under a bridge today, and I saw a clearance sign that said 15 feet and 0 inches.
Yeah.
And it just pissed the hell out of me.
That's, well, let's talk about this for just 1 second. This is where your tax dollars are going, by the way.
It's ridiculous, all that ink.
For the huge 0 with the dash in the 0. 15 foot. Like if you said to me, how tall is that crane? And I said 15 foot. You wouldn't go, or if I said, how high is that ladder reach, or what's the extension of that ladder? I said 15 foot. You wouldn't go, and.
Yeah, but it tells you the significance, to what level of significance they can take the measurement. Because you might, if you're measuring it to the inch, you have to include the number of inches. If you're measuring just to the foot, you could say 15 feet and not be exactly 15 feet. But if your thing is...
I'm not 6'0".
Yeah, I agree. Get the word out to the truckers that 15 foot means 15 foot, and if it is 15.6, we'll let you know.
Put it in.
It'll say it on there. Here's the other thing that drives me insane, by the way. Drew and I, oh my God. All Drew and I do is complain, but first off, there's little stuff like this. when it rains out here, the sprinklers are always going off on the side of the freeway. Nothing better than a torrential downpour and then getting your windshield sprayed by one of these sprinklers on the side of the freeway. Can't figure this out? Yeah. By the way, all the city does is talk about water conservation. I can't, look, for $30, you can get a device where your sprinklers won't go off if it's raining. It's easy. Been around for 50 years. Don't want to invest in that. Not going to save a few billion gallons a year? Really? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. The other thing that drives me, I had to go insane Thursday night. Danny, I'm glad you got me going. Out here in Los Angeles, we have these freeway signs, these electronic freeway signs. These goddamn things must be $5 million if they're a nickel.
If you ever saw LA Stories, it's the signs that talk to Steve Martin.
It's going to revolutionize drive time traffic.
If you remember, it was a response to the fear of excess traffic in the '84 Olympics.
Right.
Those would put them up.
It's going to be great because this is going to be like a motorist having his own crystal ball into the future. He's going to pass under these things. They're going to tell him exactly what's happening. Well, they never say anything. They're black. They're just pitch black. And half the time, the goddamn freeways are shut off. And I would have got off the effing freeway if the sign had said S, but it said nothing. So I just kept motoring along and then hit some sort of bottleneck gridlock, and now everything's stopped up because the 101 to the 110's been closed.
But on Thursday night, Adam and I were driving by, and they told us what was going on. For those of you who are in Southern California, you would not know where this is, but it's about 30 miles from where we are, maybe 50 miles even. So Devore Pass or something.
Peck Road?
Yeah.
Don't even know what it is. Yeah. Only heard it because some guy was, once in a while, here's how you know where stuff is far away. When they're telling you to come on down and get them RVs and van conversions, they tell you to get off on Peck Road.
Yeah, it's down along.
That means it's out there. Yeah. It's way out there. Yeah. So this sign, the same one I passed the night before that didn't tell me that the freeway a mile away had been closed down, was letting me know that there was a little activity on Peck Road, which was a million miles from where I was.
Yeah. By the way, when you got to the Hollywood Freeway, which was a mile from where we were, it was closed down to one lane.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. So I was saying to Drew, do they have some sort of inverse radius where they only report on things that are 50 miles away plus? Like nothing inside of 50 miles would be worth reporting on? And who's manning those goddamn signs? And do they work? Well, they work. Because Peck Road, 50 light years from here, the road that you... And by the way, Peck Road ain't closed, and there's no bottleneck.
It was one lane.
And there's nothing going on. It's just one lane on a 5-lane in the middle of the night with no traffic because nobody lives out there. That one lane is closed, which will make... Here's the difference. You'll slow down from 80 to 79 as you drive past the Peck Road lane. But that one lane, that's a big deal. Yeah. Not the whole goddamn freeway being closed off. Yeah. Just a half mile away. That's not news to them. Yeah. Who runs these goddamn things? Who pays for them? How does Peck Road get priority over the whole goddamn 101 being closed down? I swear to God, this town is just a bunch of tards. And it's like, you know what it is? It's like we like it. Yeah. Somebody must like it. There must be something. I mean,
we like the abuse.
Yeah, I'm picturing some guy sitting in a control area, like laughing and scratching his beard, saying, "No, my little kittens, they like it. They like the pain. I'm going to put all these arrows. I'm not going to synchronize anything. And by the way, can they put something on a timer? I mean, does the arrow that works the same way at rush hour have to work the same on Sunday, 2 in.? There's no chip. We haven't invented something that can control this. Really? That's it.
Back to the point.
Oh, for Christ's sake! What a dump we live in. When is someone going to step up and do something about this? All right, I just want everyone to know, and all law enforcement personnel listening, Adam Carolla drives through every goddamn red arrow he comes into. Every single one of them. Every time.
You need to come with me. My kids play a little paintball.
Every time.
Yeah, there we go.
Every goddamn time. Every time. Give me a ticket. I don't give a rat's ass. It's worth it. I've gone through 3,000 and I've gotten no tickets. I get one, well worth it. Well worth it. And I beg
because, by the way,
the sound of my voice
3,000 multiplied times 3 minutes. That's what's been you've saved in your life.
Who knows how many drunk drivers could have T-boned me while I sat there at the green light with the red arrow looking at no oncoming traffic. So, again, I'm not telling everyone to do it when the light is red. It's when the light is green and there's no traffic coming. Use your own discretion. Ignore the arrow. Thank you very much. That's all I do. That's all I do.
9,000 minutes you saved of your life. Think about that.
Just look, a-holes. Keep putting the arrows up. I just drive right through every single goddamn one of them. I can't. What is
burning? Someone's burning
my
here.
brain is burning. All right,
that?
Danny. Yeah, something's burning.
Hey, real quick, back to the 15 0 inches. I queued this up, so can I please play it?
Yeah.
Here we go.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'12", almost 6.
That is my favorite.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, Danny boy. Sorry, you got me going now.
No, I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
Disappointing. That's all. You understand.
That's all right.
Okay, my question is: every time that I have sex, actually, every time I jack off, for that matter, I pinch it off at the very end, and run to the toilet or the trash can to let it go, just to save myself from the mess. And I'm wondering, is that bad? Is something going to happen to me? Am I going to burst something eventually?
Well, first of all, doesn't it sort of interrupt the pleasure of all that?
No, not really. Actually, I don't mind. I've gotten so used to it.
Really? Because to me, it feels like a
Try to
chore,
sneeze,
right?
Yeah, sneezing with that.
That's like a distracting chore right in the middle of orgasm.
Well, I don't know. I developed a habit.
All right.
All right, here's the deal. All right. Secondly, yes, you can irritate your prostate and cause some problems in the urethral outflow tract. Secondly. And thirdly, how much of a mess is there as opposed to spraying a trash can of grabbing a little Kleenex?
Listen, Danny.
Or being near a toilet when you start all this.
You've got to hone your technique so that you can do it like standing up in the shower or something.
Oh, I can't. I've tried, believe me.
All right. Well, hey, Danny, when you use words like I can't, then you won't. Okay? Because I couldn't either. But you know what? I overcame in the tub.
Every time I try, I'm always late for work.
Takes a while. Well, that's you guys start getting up earlier. Look, you know what you need to work? You need to get a bib. You need to get a jack bib. I'm telling you.
Rag.
Grab something from the hamper.
How big a mess can that be as compared to what he's doing?
The idea of pinching... First off, I would rather have my mom burst into my room and yell at me to bust some dishes while I was orgasming, rather than pinch off my dork and then stand up and make some sort of crazy crap to my pants run for the bathroom. I couldn't... It would be a good way to get me to quit beating off.
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh, this is annoying. Yeah, this sucks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Come on, get the bib thing.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm telling you, I laughed when I was 19. When I was Danny's age, I laughed at the bib too.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you do?
My roommate, Louise, was trying to explain to me about the bib, and I laughed at her.
What'd you take? What were you doing instead?
That was just making a mess on myself.
Oh my God! Oh!
Some of it's still probably there. Yeah. Oh. It was not pretty. Yeah.
It's peanut butter in the shag carpet.
A lot of it's still there.
Oh.
A lot of it's still there. But anyway, I laughed at him, and you know what? He was right. And you know what?
You saved humanity.
It takes a very big man to admit when someone's right about the jack bib. Giselle?
Yeah?
You're, Giselle was the name he wanted to use when he was patenting the jack bib.
Nice.
Yeah. Call it the Giselle.
Yeah.
Here's how it works. We use surgical tape to stick the one side of the Velcro to your sternum.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
And it's just permanently there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like people are on dialysis or have this little kidney machines or whatever.
Yeah,
they have a
or
jack
the ports
built in. It's a port. It's a port. It's surgically.
Velcro, yeah.
It's attached to your sternum.
Yeah, surgically.
And then the bib, which has a bullseye and a baseball diamond on the other side. I rarely use it. Never use the diamond. Always
But the Velcro's on both sides. You can attach either side.
You snap it on there, and it's great. It's washable. It's machine. Throw it right in the dishwasher. Normal cycle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have a few of them, don't you?
You got it. Well, you got to keep one in the car.
Yeah.
You know, if you travel like I do. Giselle. A good name for it. Giselle. Yeah. And there's an advanced one that also attaches sort of you attach it in the back like a cummerbund. Actually, it becomes like when you rent the tuxedo.
Yeah,
that
like
kind of
snap in the back.
Yeah, it's like the
just
vest.
to make sure it doesn't move.
Yeah, just pull around.
And if you let it go, does it roll up and hit you in the chin?
Yeah, only when you hit a high note when you're singing. Giselle?
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Now I can never hear that name again without cracking up.
Go ahead.
I had a question. I wanted to know, like, if it's bad. Last night, me and my boyfriend, we had sex, and I'm on my
what?
period.
If it's
bad. If it's bad, because I'm on my period, and we had like unprotected sex, but like I'm on the pill, so that's why we didn't use a condom. And
You're on the pill, so you've finished more than 1 month of the pill?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to use a condom unless you're trying to protect yourself against sexually transmitted diseases. You're completely
but so I was on my period, and we had.
Yeah, but the pill covers you as so long as you take it, whether you're on your period or not.
Okay, but as far as like any diseases or like.
Well, that's the more significant issue is that you can get what are called ascending sexually transmitted infections during a period. There's sort of more of an open conduit to the higher parts of the genital tract. You can get pelvic inflammatory disease, that sort of thing. So from an infectious disease standpoint, the condom is important around the time of your period. But if it's a partner you've been with for a long time and he doesn't have any symptoms and you're feeling fine now,
it's also good for the yuck factor too.
Condom.
Yeah.
We were
to protect your pristine skin. It's just kind of like the way you use the Giselle.
Yeah. All right, Giselle.
I can ask you one more other question.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick. Do you know those pills that are supposed to make your boobs grow? Do those really work?
No.
No?
No. If anything would, the birth control pill, the estrogens in the birth control pill for some women do. And they're finding actually now that liposuction makes some women's breasts grow too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, my they have grown with my pills as well, but I've been kind of questioning as far as getting a boob job or
No, you're fine. You're fine. Why do you need the boob job?
I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of want them.
No, save that for the pros. What do you got? A B cup?
I'm in between a B and a C, but
That's fine. That's the way most guys like it.
Yeah, most women are going to a C cup when they get their enlargements done. So you're already there.
Or going down to something when they're
going down to a C
out.
if they're taking it out. Exactly. C is what most people want.
All right.
Good
Let's keep
Giselle.
rolling along.
Is there a refinement on that name, the Giselle?
The Giselle. Yeah, it's a great commercial.
Yeah.
Guys beating off, making a mess.
But fields of wheat. I see wheats blowing in the wind.
Walking around with... No, it's one of those, hey, guy's got a throw pillow stuck to his belly. What happened, Bob? Why couldn't you make league night the other night? The bowling team lost because, had this throw pillow cleaving to my sternum. Huh, haven't you heard about the Giselle? Giselle? What's that? I always like when they repeat it. They never just go, what's that? They got to repeat it. And you almost never do that.
In real life,
if you said non-gonococcal crop, what's your thing? Non-gonococcal
urethritis. You gotta go, huh?
Non-gonococcal urethritis. Huh? What's that? No, you just go, what's that?
Yeah,
that's how you do it.
What are you talking about?
The Giselle.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. All right. And it'd be one of those things too. If you acted now, we'd throw in another one, or maybe a travel Giselle, or maybe a smaller one for guys who are more accurate.
Just mop. Don't go with the Giselle.
The Man Show, we invented the belly Zamboni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Masculout.
Masculout, yeah.
That was hysterical. Come on, tell them what that was.
It gets stubborn protein stains.
Male protein stains.
That's right.
Mom.
Yeah. There was a good saying for it. It was like, put a squirt in every load or something like God. Well, it was in the washing machine. It had a context.
And then I remember you had this sort of 70s style housewife with her hands on her hip going, is that another one of
the dog was licking it. Oh my God. Yeah.
Is that another one of your masculine stains, protein stains?
Yeah, David.
Oh my God.
David.
I'm here. Sorry about that.
What's up, baby doll?
First, I just want to say your guys' show is awesome.
Thanks.
And I had a question, actually. I've been with my girlfriend for a while now, about a little bit over 6 months on and off. And beforehand, after I had met her, but before we were actually together at all, I had slept with another girl. Mm-hmm. And the problem now is that I'm having a guilty conscience about telling her because she still thinks that I'm a virgin. And
okay, hold on a second. You told her you were a virgin, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I let her assume.
To let her assume. What does that
why
mean?
would she do that math? Oh, because he can't.
Well, the only issue, because she is too, and we had talked about this a couple of times about having sex, and as much as I like this other girl, I knew that I wouldn't stay with her.
Have you had sex with this new girl?
No, I haven't had sex with my current girlfriend at all.
Are you planning to?
Well, maybe one day, yes. I haven't really thought about it that much.
Oh, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it has been a while, but I do love her, and she loves me, and that's just how we are.
Wow.
Well, I'm not sure anyone could answer this one for you.
All right, I don't know.
Honesty is always best, but then again, wait. But you don't want to unload on her just to improve your guilty conscience.
I got to tell you, one of the things that is rarely discussed, but I think Drew will back me up here, is way too much disclosure. Neither here nor there disclosure goes on in young relationships.
More mystery, less history.
Yes. So many. And this is age 15 to age 30. You know, who you been with, what you do, have you ever tried this one, what about this? There's some guy, they seem like they're friends. You ever sleep with him? You know, that kind of stuff, and vice versa. The chick wants to know, look, take some of that energy and just convert it into being a good partner and move ahead. Yeah, you don't want your person to have AIDS. You got to look into these things. Outside of that, assume they've had a couple of partners. They can assume you've had a couple of partners and move forward.
And how about get into diligent honesty now? You know what I mean? Don't realize what it feels like not to be completely honest, and from now on, be diligently honest.
Yeah, I'm just saying, look, if you were working as a male prostitute, banging a lot of Korean businessmen or something, and you may have 5 kinds of hepatitis, you got to pipe up. If you slept with one chick in your dad's camper one time, don't disclose it. It's fine. Well, why freak her out? Why? I'm not saying it for you. I'm saying it for her.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? People don't really need to know that kind of stuff.
Yes, but it sort of sets up a weird situation where he's trying to live up to an ideal that she demands.
Yeah.
And she needs to be not that way, too.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Don't say anything. That's all I'm saying. All right. Tina?
Yes.
You're 24?
Yes, I am.
What is up?
Well, I'm bipolar with psychotic features.
Nice.
Psychotic features.
When were you last psychotic?
I hear voices and I have hallucinations.
When did that last happen to you?
It usually happens when I'm tired. I see hallucinations.
Tina, answer my question or Adam will hang up on you. When did that last happen to you?
Was last time.
Week. Okay. And are you on medication right now?
I am. I'm on Zyprexa and Wellbutrin.
And are you recently on the Zyprexa?
About a month.
Okay. Is that helping?
Yes. It's
all right.
The best one I've been on out of all of them so far.
Yeah, for this kind of thing, it works very, very well.
Yeah.
And are you on a mood stabilizer also?
No, just Zyprexa and Wellbutrin.
How come no Depakote or Trileptal or something?
I'm allergic to Trileptal. I was one of the few people that got the funky rash, so I didn't take it.
Yeah.
But my question is...
Depakote?
No, I haven't tried that one yet.
All right, that's your next piece of work.
That'll be the next one. That's the next.
So what's the question?
The question is, I'm very hypersexual, and what I want to know is if it's because of the bipolar or if it's me or the medication.
No, it's the bipolar, unless you were sexually abused as a child, because that tends to sort of wire that in also. But definitely bipolar, particularly. I mean, the fact that you have psychotic features means you tend to be manic all the time.
Yeah,
right?
most of the time.
And so mania, part of being manic is being hypersexual.
Yeah.
And if now also you had sexual abuse in childhood, well, that's another thing that kind of wires that into your system.
Well, I'll tell you, it takes all kinds. you know my theory. Were you abused when you were younger?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think so, but I think I've repressed it, so I'm not sure.
Really? Who do you think
in
abused
therapy,
you?
So.
Who do you think abused you?
My sister.
Ooh, that's interesting. What happened to her?
She's married to a pedophile.
But that's the point. What happened? What happened to her?
What happened to her?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's my family
Well,
doesn't
look.
talk about it.
Somebody
Well, here's
sexually
the thing.
abused her for sure.
If she married a pedophile and you think she may have abused you, then she was abused herself.
Yeah, but I don't know who would have done it. I don't know.
All right. Okay.
But, good times.
I feel all in the family, right?
Yeah, listen, you stick with that...
Zyprexa.
Stick with that Zyprexa and that therapy, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right,
good luck,
baby doll.
Tina.
Yeah. That's good times.
Woo, it's tough to deal with that, huh?
Yeah.
I think life's hard enough. Imagine dealing with you're spinning all the time. You hear voices and you can't make judgments, and because your biology's off.
Maybe they're lucky.
And you're busy masturbating 5 times a day. Oh, for you that wouldn't be so busy, would it?
I know 5 seems a little light.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see her get up to double digits.
Yeah, sure she
Start
can.
making a Giselle for the ladies.
What do they call it? Jizim?
Jizim. Sounds like, Jizim is something you yell to summon your genie. Jizim! Yes, my lady.
Bim, bim, jizim.
All right. Drew's decided it's time to go wee.
Yeah.
Yes?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
Drew, how much money do guys spend trying to get chicks? Into the billions?
Yes.
Cars?
Everything.
Condos?
Everything.
Hair plugs?
Yeah.
All they need is some Axe deodorant body spray. And a million dollars.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew on 105 Alternative, San Francisco.
Hey, yo, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the phone number. I'll tell you something about this show, kids. It's not about me. It's not about Drew. It's not about our fine crack LoveLine staff. It's about you. It's about the callers. That's what drives the show. You are the show.
That's why we get to 5 calls a night.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you weren't the show, we'd probably only get to 2 or 3 calls a night.
I see.
But as it is, we average a call every 26 and a half minutes because you are the show. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Now, let me tell you something else that you guys are. You're the motivation. You're the engine behind the show. We wouldn't come in here night after night if you guys weren't calling. You know what I mean? So we need you more than you need us. Okay.
Yeah.
You ready to roll here, Drew?
Here we go.
Because I'm all about getting the calls. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know that about you.
Because they're the show.
Yeah.
Let me see if Chris has been listening. Chris, pop quiz. Who's the show? Is it me? Is it Drew? Or is it the callers?
It's the callers.
All right, you're fired. I don't want to see your puss around here again. Did you hear that, Drew?
Yeah, I heard. It's crazy.
Yeah, he thinks the callers are the show.
How dare he?
I'm going now.
Yeah, please. Skedaddle. Melinda,
Yes.
you're 18?
Yes.
What's up?
I'm kind of having difficulty orgasming, and I was wondering if you guys can help me with that.
You're 18,
Yes.
and you've never had an orgasm.
No, I have.
You have?
No, I have, but lately I've been having trouble.
Are you on any medication?
No.
How were you able to do it in the past?
Usually like
Trick
oral
question.
sex or
Yeah.
Or
I
what?
don't know, or yeah.
Masturbation?
I've never masturbated before.
It's hard for 18, 22-year-olds to masturbate. It doesn't work
well,
very
then
well.
hold
Women,
on.
girls.
Never done it before.
Yeah, I've never. Well, I've like felt around, but I've never actually.
Could you imagine an 18-year-old guy? I'm not saying I haven't touched my penis a time or two. I mean, like, when I'm going number one, I'll shake it out a little.
Felt around.
One time I got an erection in gym class. I had to adjust myself. So, technically I made contact with my penis, but no, I never really stroked it or anything. Can you imagine that coming out of an 18-year-old guy's mouth? Sure, I've touched it. Yeah, I mean, I've dumped some talc on it
Couldn't figure out what to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Melinda. Okay, so here's the part I'm curious about. We're asking about how you orgasm. It took you a while to say oral sex. And then there's another way you orgasmed, or you just made it seem that way?
Wait, what's the question?
Oh, boy.
Melinda,
Yes.
what are the ways you've had an orgasm in the past?
Usually by my partner doing stuff to me, never by myself.
Stuff.
Okay, what stuff is that?
Like having sex and.
So you've had an orgasm during intercourse?
No.
No. Yeah. She's not had nothing during anything, is the bottom line here.
She sort of said during oral sex, didn't she?
All right, here's the bottom line, Linda. Most 18 to 20 or 2-year-old girls, women, have difficulty having an orgasm.
Hey, man.
Very few will
Keep
have an
talking,
orgasm
brother.
during intercourse.
Yeah.
Those that can orgasm will do so with oral sex. And a majority of women will never have an orgasm with intercourse. They will only have it with direct stimulation like oral sex. A majority, their whole life. There's about 10% that will have orgasms at the gym. Every time they have an intercourse, every time they have it. And those women tend not to like oral sex, interestingly.
Yeah.
They tend to just have orgasm with intercourse.
Well,
so there's sort of the spectrum.
They're passionate women. But Drew, we always talk about the sort of origins of things and what did nature have in mind when he created man this way or woman that way. And most of the stuff you do a little scraping around and it starts to make sense. What did man have in mind with women what did God have in mind with women not having orgasms through intercourse? The vast majority of them. Do you think the population would just spin out of control? I mean, okay, let me answer my own question. If women had orgasm with intercourse and would they then eventually just sort of become as gung-ho almost as men were to have sex, and then venereal disease and
well, here's the deal. Then women in the old days, women died in childbirth and or died from pelvic infections that men introduced into them.
Right.
And so there would be no women to raise the children.
Right.
And so all the children would die.
Right.
So you had to sort of had women not quite as driven into this, though at least the same way that men are.
Right.
So they could actually stick around to
right. So the
species.
The sort of nature answer would be if women were as horny as men.
Not just horny, but is driven to intercourse.
Because women, for lack of a better term,
horny in the same way as men.
Then there'd just be a whole bunch of everyone would be just dying off of venereal disease
and childbirth,
right? And or the population.
If a woman had 5 children, she probably would die. You know what I'm saying? She probably wouldn't live through 5 pregnancies.
Back in the day.
Yeah, that'd be almost unheard of.
Right.
But to live through a couple of pregnancies, pretty good chances.
All right.
1 out of 5.
All right. And what about women who do have the orgasm with intercourse? Are they usually a little more good to go? You know what I mean? Are the likelihood of sleeping with one of them that you meet at a bar going to be better than the one that doesn't? I mean, as a man of passion,
I don't know
what I'm saying, Joe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably.
Probably, I guess.
You'd take your chances with the one that had the big O through intercourse. If someone said, look, you got to just go out and try to pick up a random chick, go to the bar with those chicks. Wouldn't you take your chances with that group?
Yeah.
Have a little higher batting average?
Probably. But I don't know that those are the ones that are more androgenically driven, necessarily. You know what I mean? There's a group of women that have a more masculine quality to their sexual drive, and I'm not sure that's the same ones that have the multiple orgasms. I think those are more the ones that have orgasms sometimes with intercourse.
They're the noisemakers. They're like party favors. It's New Year. Every day's New Year's in their vagina.
Good times.
Spread their legs. Woo, the thing comes out, folds back in. Yeah, that'd slow me down momentarily, but I'd get over it. Yeah. All right. Let's talk to Mike, who's
Did we answer her question?
20. I don't know. What did she want?
I don't know.
She wanted an orgasm. I don't know. I've been up since 7 this morning. I'm woofed. Mike?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, 20. What's going on?
Well, I recently broke up with my girlfriend. She was my first girlfriend. She was my first serious girlfriend, and I pretty much thought that she was the girl of my dreams. But we had sex a few months into the relationship, and after she told me that she had herpes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
had genital herpes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And she told me that her doctor said that there's no way she could transfer it to me because her outbreaks are very, it's not big at all, you know. She hardly ever, she's only had one outbreak.
Well, maybe the diagnosis was wrong, number one. And I'm sure you didn't say it's impossible to transmit. It's just less likely since she has infrequent outbreaks, but you can't tell.
I actually did go to the doctor, and I do have herpes now.
And what was it that sent you to the doctor?
Well, I had some type of rash. It wasn't an outbreak. It was something else. He said that the doctor said it was some type of yeast infection that I got from her or something.
And then how did he make the diagnosis of herpes?
Well, I got a blood test.
They can't make a diagnosis on a blood test. No way.
Mike.
Really?
I got to be honest with you. Drew's been making the bogus puss for a good 10 minutes, and this call's only a minute 45 old. He smells bogus. He's sniffing bogus here. Now, I would sniff bogus, too, except for someone turned the TV on in the next studio, and I've been watching some sports highlights, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, my.
But let's just say if I was here and focused, I would be thinking bogus, too, just because I usually agree with Drew in his bogus call. So, you want to fess up?
Wait, what?
Bogus.
But about having herpes?
Well, about the call.
The whole call seems like there's a few holes in it.
What do you mean? I don't understand. Well, my question...
He's going deeper now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, the doctor said I had herpes.
Yeah, blood test is no way to make that diagnosis, so there you go.
Okay, I do not understand that because I went to my school doctor.
Yeah, it's not. It's a diagnosis. That blood test has been largely abandoned unless there's a high suspicion of active herpes.
Okay.
All right, but the question is what?
Okay, well, I've always had an issue with how many guys my ex-girlfriend had been with, and when I found out that I got herpes from her, it really made me jealous about all our previous relationships. And I was just wondering if that's something psychologically wrong with me or
no,
if this is normal.
And you already knew she had herpes, though.
Oh, hold on. I just feel bad for Mike. Look, Mike, here's the thing. We were just talking about this a little earlier tonight. 20-year-old guys are a disaster when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You have a lot of... You just have
bravado and
energy. You have a lot of hormones raging and testosterone, and it's always going to bother you. Everything's going to bother you. And here's the reality. Yeah, if she was with 50 guys before she got to you, that's going to bother you. If she was with one guy before you will then channel into that one guy.
Yeah.
If she was with no guys, you will figure out something it's like this is going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy for 20-year-old guys who I wish there's something they could do other than just get old and not care. You have to think. I'll tell you what's sort of liberating. I used to do it back in the day when this thing came up and I was bothered by this or that. I would just think to myself, look, are you going to marry this person? You're 20.
Yes,
you're 21.
This is the one.
Now,
that's what your brain does.
I think to myself, I'm 20, I'm 21. This chick, first of all, is she going to marry me? I don't think so.
I think where your head went.
Yeah. She's not going to marry me. I'm not going to marry her. Why be miserable during the time when we're trying to have a good time?
Yeah.
How about just getting your kicks in, having a good time, and not holding their feet to the fire? Stop asking so many questions. And I don't know.
One more aphorism, okay?
And a new broom will sweep
there you
clean.
Go, okay.
All right. I other than just like chill out, dude, I don't know what to say. Other than everyone thinks this way, every 20-year-old guy thinks this way at one time.
Mike is very anxious, very. Yeah. He's hanging on what this doctor said. I'm not sure it may have been a physician's assistant or something, because this sort of jumped to a diagnosis rather. You may want to see a dermatologist or a sexually transmitted disease specialist if you really want to get this nailed down. But someone who's actively involved in that field, because it changes frequently.
No, that's a good time, sir. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Thank you for calling LoveLine. Your call will be answered in the order it seems interesting.
Call LoveLine. Call 1-800-LOVE-191.
get back to the phones. Amanda,
Yeah.
you're 19?
Uh-huh.
What's up?
Okay, like, yesterday, I had a pee, and, like, when I did, like, I felt pressure, and, like, I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably a urine infection.
Mm-hmm.
You need to see your doctor tomorrow.
Oh.
But I don't have
those can
insurance.
be dangerous,
$1 million.
What?
I don't have insurance, and that'll cost, like, $1 million.
It'll cost about $35, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That's it?
Yeah. Maybe.
What do they do to check that?
Just check, look at your urine on a microscope, look for the white cells in there, take your history.
Mm-hmm.
That's that. You maybe go to a walk-in clinic or something. But you can get, if you don't take care of it, it can get up into your kidney and cause real serious problems.
You got some kind of woman's clinic around there?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, go over there.
Okay.
Are you having sex?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You go to the
That's
woman's clinic to get birth control and stuff?
Well, I'm not, but okay.
All right, you need to do that too then,
How
right?
about that? Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on, baby?
I don't know.
Well, what's up? You're having sex?
You want to get pregnant?
No.
You're going to get pregnant, right?
I don't know.
Well, how could you not get pregnant if you're having sex and not taking precautions? How would that work?
I guess I will then.
All right, please. Again, calling all tards. Here's the thing, everybody. Feel free to be stupid. By all means, be stupid. But be smart enough to realize you're stupid and do a couple of things. You know, don't ride a motorcycle without a helmet in the rain. You know what I mean? It's just understand, like here's what I'm saying. This is what you got to do. When I'm drunk, I know I'm drunk. You see what I'm saying? And if I drive drunk, I never drive like a maniac. I drive like a maniac when I'm sober because if I get pulled over, I don't care.
Right.
If I ever had a few beers and get behind the wheel of the vehicle and drive, I drive like my dad drives. I'm going 34.
Yeah.
Why? Because if I get pulled over,
it's bad times.
It's bad times. But I'm aware of it. Now, the people that get into trouble, and I don't know, everyone thinks, oh, you're setting a horrible example. Yeah, listen, don't drink and drive. But here's reality. I've had a few beers and got behind the wheel before. I'm not going to lie to you. And here's the thing. At .08, I could easily be at that. Who the hell knows? I've never gotten in an accident. I know I've been lucky. I've been real lucky. Here's the point. If the guys who get into trouble, the guys who get drunk, don't know they're drunk, figure they're going to go in the Gelson's parking lot and do some donuts for a while, and then the cop shows up. This is what happens. And this same with dumb people. They're dumb, and they're going to live the life of a dumb person. Know you're dumb, and go get some birth control. Know you're dumb, and put a helmet on.
Yeah.
Now, can you be both, Drew?
And by the way, listen.
Can you be both? Can you be both?
What do you mean both?
Can you be dumb and follow advice, be dumb and put a helmet on, be responsible?
If you're dumb, will you necessarily not listen to people and not?
I argue no.
Yeah, but you can be dumb and dumber. If dumber is when you stop listening to everybody.
Great movie. All right, so if you ain't too sharp, that's fine. Just listen to people that are sharp and do what they tell you to do.
It's very simple.
Yeah, Amanda's got to get herself on some birth control and get herself checked out for a urine infection. Judy?
Yes.
You're 19?
Yes.
What's up?
I believe I'm sex obsessed.
Sexually addicted?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But I don't know what the warning signs are. I don't know if I am a sex addict.
It's all about the consequences. It's about having sex that you don't want to have or having sex in spite of serious things happening in your life. Relationships getting screwed up, spending too much money, having health problems, getting legal problems. Mm-hmm. These sorts of things are happening, yet you keep obsessing about sex. And usually when people are engaging in sexual behavior at that level, it's because they were sexually abused as a kid.
Did that happen to you, Judy?
They were what?
Usually because they were sexually abused as a child.
Yes, I was.
There you go. So it's obviously troubling you, and you can't stop, and you have sexual abuse history, and that pretty much adds up.
Who did this to you?
I can't say.
All right. Well, I'm going to go Dad.
Why couldn't you say? Do you think we know your dad?
No.
So why couldn't you say?
I can't say. I don't know.
Well,
okay. You need to come to terms with this a little bit.
Excuse me?
You need some treatment.
Yeah, I do. Where can I go?
Del Amo, you live in Los Angeles. Del Amo Treatment Center's got a good sexual addiction program.
Sexual addiction?
Del Amo.
Okay. Del Amo.
Del Amo Treatment Center.
Okay.
Hey, Judy, and here's what you need not to do. You need to not get pregnant.
No, I'm on birth control.
Good. Now, are you with one guy or are you with multiple guys?
With one or two.
Yeah, this is not a one-guy compulsion.
No.
All right.
No. You need the thrill crazy stuff in here, too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, you know what you're doing, right?
Yeah, I do. I just don't know how to stop it.
Well, you got to get some treatment, and you got to work at it a little bit, and you got to get some help for whatever family member did you back when.
Okay.
Sorry someone did that to you, but now, unfortunately, all right, I got to make one of my car analogies, but it's like sometimes you drive in your car and the guy backs into you and he's fully covered and he gets insured and blah, 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 and this guy's going to pay for it and blah, blah, blah. And then other times you just come out of your driveway one day and some drunk driver smashing your car while it's a street and there's nothing around.
Right.
And now, here's the problem. It's not your fault. Nothing you did. Can't be blamed, but yet you got a car that pulls pretty hard to the left.
Right.
What are you going to do?
The problem is that the age at which this stuff happens, kids tend to feel responsible for it. It's a grandiosity that they maintain now throughout their life, where they feel responsible for everything that happens to them.
You are going to be shimming at 55 for the rest of your
35.
life. Make it 30. Unless you take this car into the shop, even though it wasn't your fault. That's it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
And it's not fair.
No.
It's not fair.
It ain't fair.
It's break time.
All right, Drew.
Yeah. I'm thinking paintball.
I'm thinking about when I got my car totaled when I was watching my car getting totaled. When I announced to my dad that it would get totaled.
And it did.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got to talk to you about that off the air, Drew. It's a very strong, great magnet thing.
When you were convinced it was going to happen, and it did.
The car was rejecting air conditioning, and I knew when I forced it on it that it would be short-lived somehow. You understand that concept?
No, I don't.
You don't understand that?
How did the car reject the air conditioner? It tell you? I will not have this air conditioner in my dashboard.
Well, no, it's not Kit. I'm going to talk to you about it off the air because it's a powerful story.
All right.
It's like a parable.
Okay.
Yeah. Good thing. Oh yeah, and they got the culprit. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, he paid you. Oh no, wait, he did.
Us idiots.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you guys, you Van Nuys courthouse. You guys should all kill yourselves. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, here's the deal.
Dateline.
You looking to hook up? Sick of wasting time with the wrong person?
Dateline. One call's all you need to make.
Call the Dateline. 877-889-DATE.
Call the Dateline. Oh yeah, everybody now. LoveLine will be right back.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
Yeah, everybody. Well, that's the show. Hey, tomorrow night, a little gal by the name of Sharon Osbourne. Dear friend.
Dear.
In here tomorrow night. So, until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.